whispering tactician back again with another ASMR video, and today we are going to be reviewing the Gameweek 2 games from the weekend and on Monday as well. But of course, before we move on, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, as it helps the channel so much. And let's get into the games. The first game on Saturday was Liverpool versus Burnley, and it was a routine 2-0 win for Liverpool. Jota scored in the 18th minute and Mane rounded off the scoring in the 69th minute with a brilliant shot, a brilliant header as well from Jota, and Liverpool just controlled the game in a professional way, and they just seem to be getting the results and going about their business very much like a team that looks like they can win the Premier League, and Liverpool have that experience, the way they control the game. And in front of the Anfield crowd again, it was fantastic. But yeah, 2-0 for Liverpool. Let's move on to the next game, and these are now 3 o'clock kickoffs that we're going to be looking at. And the first 3 o'clock kickoff we are looking at is Aston Villa versus Newcastle United. Aston Villa ran out 2-0 winners. Goals from Danny Ings and El Ghazi made it 2-0. And I was a bit disappointed with the way Newcastle played. I watched the highlights back, and Aston Villa had a lot more chances. Aston Villa look like they're going to be a decent side this season. Obviously it's very early, but I think they'll be doing well this season. If they're beating the likes of Newcastle and the teams around them, they can definitely climb up in the table. But anyway, the next 3 p.m. kickoff that we are looking at is Crystal Palace versus Brentford. Now, I didn't watch this game, caught the highlights of the game on Match of the Day, and it was an alright game, I guess. I don't like when games end 0-0 because I love action, I love a bit of something happening in the game, but I guess both teams were just feeling each other out. You can tell Brentford are here to stay anyway. But that was the 3 p.m. kickoff, and then the next game we are looking at is Leeds United versus Everton. Now, I did have this game on because it looked like a very interesting game, and Leeds drew 2-2 with Everton. Goals from Calvert-Lewin with Click equalising, and then Everton went 2-1 ahead thanks to Gray, and Rafinha rounded off the scoring at 2-2. Again, a good game to watch. Leeds are always good to watch anyway. Everton also impressed me. I'm looking forward to seeing them throughout the season with how they're gonna do. And I think they can surprise people with their new manager, Rafa Benitez. But 2-2 between Leeds and Everton, good game. Anyway, let's move on to the next 3 p.m. kickoff, and this was the other game that I watched. Manchester City versus Norwich, 5-0. Manchester City were always gonna turn up in this game. This is what they do on a regular regular basis they turn up against the smaller teams, and they gave them 5. Grealish scored, Laporte scored, Sterling scored, and Morris scored. They just kept piling on pressure, and it was just a routine win for them. I think Norwich City do have to be careful, though. Of course, they're not going to play Man City every week, but it's the manner of the losses that's concerning me at this point in time. They need to get into the flow of playing better football, but also being more conservative when they need to be, and just giving teams something more to worry about. It seemed like there was no threats throughout the game. But 5-0 for Manchester City, and the 5:30 p.m. kickoff on Saturday was between Brighton and Hove Albion and Watford, and Brighton ran out winners in front of their home fans. A 2-0 victory. Goals from Duffy and Morpay sealed the win, and the goal from Morpay actually came from some bad play from Watford. Basuma intercepted the pass, and they were on the way to scoring. So Brighton look good. They always play good football. I'm not worried about them in terms of entertainment value. I think for them it's probably how high up can we finish with Watford as well. Can they pick up points against the likes of Brighton's at home when they return again? That will be their main priority. So I think it's not a horrible result for Watford. They beat their team on the first game, so they're not going to be too concerned going into the rest of the season. The next game we are looking at is the Sunday games, and the first game is Southampton versus Manchester United. Southampton drew 1-0 with Manchester United. A own goal from Fred, which I think was an attempt on target by Shea Adams, but Southampton 1-0 up at half time, and Manchester United equalised after the break through Greenwood. And I think from watching the game again, Manchester United were very poor. Southampton deserved, they probably didn't deserve to win the whole game, but they deserved something from the game. They deserved to get some points away from the game. Man United, it seems like they still have the same problems from last season, and drawing away to Southampton is not the way to go on a title charge. But anyway, moving on to the next game. Spurs won 1-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. A Dele Alli penalty in the 10th minute meant that Spurs walked away with 3 points, and I dipped in and out of this game simultaneously as watching the Manchester United game. I think Wolves were very good. I watched the highlights back, and I could tell that they were playing a lot better football than Tottenham throughout the game. But Tottenham just walked away with the points, and that's the most important thing. But again, Wolves, they're not expected to beat Spurs. They're just expected to put up a fight and actually give them something to think about. Try and get points off them if possible. So it's not a horrific result. Tottenham will probably finish in the top 7, top 8 this season. So not getting points against Tottenham isn't bad for Wolves anyway. But they played some fantastic football. The next game on Sunday we are considering is Arsenal versus Chelsea, and Arsenal lost 2-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea were fantastic in this game. Lukaku's debut scored around the 15th minute, and James made it 2-0. He was fantastic as well in this game. We also analysed this game on Sunday, I think, so go watch that video if you haven't seen that already. But yeah, Chelsea were just superior to Arsenal in every sense of the word, and they deserved their victory on the day. They probably felt like maybe Chelsea could have gone and got the third, maybe the fourth if things were going right, but they missed chances, and Arsenal improved in the second half. But that's it for the Sunday games. And of course we had the last game of the week, of the game week, on Monday between West Ham and Leicester, and West Ham smashed Leicester City 4-1. Goals from Fornals and a red card just before half time for Leicester City meant that they were down to 10 men. Ben Rama scored, then Antonio scored to become West Ham's highest scorer in the Premier League, and then scored again 4 minutes later. West Ham were fantastic in this game. I know the red card did help them, but the crowd was behind them. They had a lot of advantages in this game, and yeah, it was just a nice game to watch, to enjoy. And this is what I love, I could feel the passion of the crowd. The crowd noises, all this kind of stuff is just authentic. It's fantastic when you're watching it on the TV. But Leicester probably felt they could have got something out of the game, but the red card skewed everything for them. But anyway, that is the review